Why, hello there. My name's Jake, and you're watching Building at Van Cleve. On today's show, we're going to have a few things. We're going to use this forum as a little bit of a daily trash talk since I have the video up and I'm able to do this right now. This is a YouTube feed. I'm also going to show you guys something important in my life that should be also important as yours. So to begin with, I'm going to talk a little bit about the matchup this week between the Iron Throne and Loyal for Life. Now, we both have somebody very important in our lives that we both want to welcome back to our lives, and Loyal and I are very happy to have him back. I'm speaking for both of us, even though I have not talked to Loyal. There's actually someone else in the league that's probably happy to have him back too, and his name is Ben Roethlisberger. This man can turn your team from a 140-point team or 130 points like week 1 into a 50-point week like in week 3 when he got hurt. Now, sitting an Iron Throne as Main Justice did very well in his newsletter he wrote a couple weeks ago. The sitting on the Iron Throne stuff, everyone's gunning for you. You can tell everyone makes trades to try and beat me because they know that down the road I'm coming. But I had a tough few weeks there, 3-week stretch where my team was getting raped, pillaged, murdered, and then I'm pretty sure teams were even then raping again my murdered people. So it was been a tough few weeks, but I think we're back on track. This week I might be starting a couple running backs, which you might not call upper echelon type of guys, but I got a few tricks up my sleeve. I think Connor Barth's probably going to go for 20. So the second part of this is what I wanted to do was talk to you guys about something important in all of our lives. Now, I was going through my storage unit the other day, and I found some important documents, some W-2 files, and some buying a house I needed to have. Joel's old passport, which I still haven't sent to him. He probably doesn't need it. I'll probably get it back to him by Thanksgiving time. But most important, I found something else. Now, this is where this comes into play. You might be wondering, Jake, what was that? You're so awesome with tools. You build all these amazing things. You could sell them for thousands of dollars. You might wonder, what was he doing? What was he working on? Now, see, this is what we call a Dremel. It is a variable speed tool. You can use it for things like sanding. You can also use it for grinding things. What I'm using it for today is this special little tip right here would indicate is engraving. Now you might ask, Jake, what are you engraving? That's the fun and important part of this whole message. Some of you could not see this last year, and some of you, might not ever actually own it. For us, I am technically the first owner, but everyone that should have owned it before me can feel just as good and warm about it. So without further ado, what I'd like to show you is the Golden Dome. I look like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm going to throw for 4 tutties. So, what I've been doing is, you can tell that in the past there is I kind of sharpied on names, and then when I got it out of storage a couple weeks ago, I go, you know what, looks kind of shitty. It looks like a fucking 5th grader went on there and wrote with Sharpie. So what I've been doing is going back through, and you can see where the champ part is. Champ, Jesus fuck up. Champ Yellowstone Cutthroats. I've actually been engraving it, and I'm going to go through the whole helmet and finish engraving it, clean it all up so it looks nice and fancy so that it doesn't look like a 5th grader went in there drunk in Mrs. Van Cleve's class and wrote with a Sharpie left-handed. So, that's what I've been doing. I plan on getting this baby mounted somehow and bringing it to next year's draft. That's something else that has been discussed lately is the draft for next year. We believe it's probably going to be up at Wallowa Lake, which is a little bit of a drive for everyone, so at least that's a little bit fair. I think it could be fun if we get a couple boats up there. We've already got about $300 put into the pot because Darren McFadden costs more than a fucking used snowboard nowadays. So that's fun. So really, that's what I wanted to show you was the trophies in progress. It's in safe hands. It's right where it should be. Most likely, will probably be with me through the end of this year, and then probably the next 4 or 5 years to come, because I just plan on running the fucking table. Uh, that's pretty much all I've got. If anybody would like to add anything, that's too bad. This is something pretty much the commissioner can only do. I have total control over everything in the world, so good luck to Loyal this week. He's probably going to need it. I got Antonio Andrews going for probably 40 yards, 2 touchdowns. Might be a good FanDuel sneaker play there, if any of you are into that kind of thing. So just wanted to say happy weekend. Beavers are probably going to drop Utah by 22 points tonight, beat the spread by 44. So have a good weekend, all. Stay classy.